Somerset batted all the way through the second day of their LV County Championship match with Hampshire in Taunton, a day in which their top three batsmen all scored hundreds. Two of them, Marcus Trescothick and Tom Abel, were already a long way there as the second morning began, with their team on 147 without loss in reply to Hampshire's 240 all out. Conditions ahead and on the ground were ideal for batsmen, and boy did these two take full toll of that. Trescothick had resumed his innings on 67, while Abel started his again on 70 and showed few nerves as he got ever closer to what would become his maiden first-class 100 in what is the 21-year-old's 17th match. He's come mighty close to three figures a few times before, but never quite got there until on this day. While he was nervously waiting on 99, he watched Trescothick record the 57th 100 of his extraordinary first-class career, his latest a very good one of course, which had occupied 180 deliveries, from which he'd found the boundary on 19 occasions. Trescothick may be approaching his 40th birthday, but his love of scoring runs for Somerset has never diminished. Abel, a Taunton boy, was just 3 months old when Trescothick scored his first ton in Bath way back in 1994. A sizable crowd enjoying some stunning weather were on their feet when he pushed a ball from Mason Crane through the covers to move from 99 to 102. He'd faced 155 deliveries and had struck 16 fours. And on he and Trescothick went. Somerset heading to the lunch break, now only one run behind and still with all of their wickets intact. They went into the lead straight after the break, and Hampshire must have begun to wonder how on earth they were dismissed for such a total on a pitch which appeared to offer their own bowlers absolutely nothing at all. These two batted through 71 overs together, in which they put on 272 runs for the first wicket. Then, at last, Gareth Berg managed to get one past the bat of Abel to have him leg before for a magnificent 131, an innings lasting nearly 5 hours. Alas for the visitors, Trescothick had no thought of stopping now. He may not have had his best ever season and has taken to wearing spectacles, yet he still went beyond 1,000 runs in a first-class summer, something many cricketers could only dream of. As happy as the locals were with the efforts of Abel, they would have been just as thrilled to hear that their own legend had recently signed a new one-year deal at the county. Ably supported by Tom Cooper, who made a promising start to his innings, Trescothick was at his 150 off his 255th delivery, with his 29th four, before he was surprisingly bowled by Fidel Edwards, armed with the second new ball. Trescothick was out for 153 at 341 for 2, the lead already into three figures, but it made no difference as far as the visiting attack were concerned. Cooper easing to a half-century of his own off 54 balls, 8 fours included from those. Somerset were on their way to maximum bonus points in this match, while allowing Hampshire only 2 in this relegation battle. When it's not your day, it's just not your day, and this wasn't Hampshire's day. Berg bowled Cooper, but the bail stayed on the stumps. Cooper hasn't provided the returns many would have hoped for in his first season in county cricket, but he was looking good here, as this shot of Liam Dawson testified. He was the latest to enjoy this surface and quick outfield beneath the blue skies, and a maiden championship 100 was there for the taking. He moved into the 90s with his second maximum, this one off Crane, who for the first time in his fledgling career was finding the going tough. A full toss from the 18-year-old was drilled through the covers by Cooper, as he ensured that numbers 1, 2 and 3 in the batting order all made it to three figures. Cooper's coming off only 103 balls. He'd struck 2 sixes and 13 fours and had taken his side beyond 450 in the 102nd over. Batting has never looked so easy, it would seem. A third six helped the third wicket partnership along to 142, made in only 26 overs. James Hildreth moving along almost unnoticed in making 42 of those. Hampshire did at least manage to secure a bowling bonus point when Cooper was out in the 109th over for 118, Dawson having him held by Sean Irvine off a gloved reverse paddle. Hildreth was the next to a 50, one made from 87 balls with only 3 fours, but he added more boundaries to his tally late in what was a very difficult day for the visitors. The 500 was raised in the 117th over, but with so much time left in this game, there was room for plenty more. The Hampshire spinners had a day to forget too. Jim Allenby, the latest to enjoy them by hitting Dawson into the distance. But very late in the day, there was some turn. Dawson somehow managed to get one behind Hildreth's legs to bowl him for 71. And the same bowler also had Peter Trigo well pounced by Will Smith at leg slip. But Somerset still ended the day on 569 for 5, having hit 422 runs in the day from 96 overs. They lead then by 329, and Hampshire have it all to do to save this crucial game from here.